Here's a quick tip on how to successfully finish the armbar from the mount. All right, so sometimes when I get to the mount, I start to work for the armbar. My guy's playing really tight here, and it's just tough to get the arm where I need it to go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit him with some smoke and mirrors, a little bit of trickery. All right, so I'm gonna come in, grab the gi here as if I'm gonna set up the choke. And a lot of times what happens when I start to get this wrist against his neck here, they start to duck the chin, okay, just to protect the neck a little bit. What I'm gonna do in this situation, just kind of twist his jaw here. So put a little pressure right there on his jaw, and most times the guy will wanna start to defend. He doesn't like that at all, okay? And what that does is it brings the elbow right where I need it to get my weight behind it and bring that arm across, okay? Once I have the arm across, what I'm gonna do is just keep that isolated by sliding my knee up. And from here, what I'm gonna do is work on keeping my pressure on top of my opponent. In doing that, what I'm gonna do is bring my arm around here, pick up his elbow, and rotate. So now all of my weight is here on my hamstring, centered right on his chest. That's giving me the freedom to move this leg pretty easily around the top of his head. I'm gonna squeeze my legs together as I sit down and just pull this arm back, thumb up, nice and tight. Once I've got it extended, just add a little pressure with my hips and get the finish. So again, sometimes from the mount, pulling this arm across is difficult. And you'll see lots of different variations on how to get the arm bar from the mount. You got the spinning arm bar from the top. Some of those are hard to hit, especially if I've got the mount position. My guy's just playing super, super tight. So what I wanna do is slide this in here and start to put some pressure on his neck. Now I can do this in the gi, I can do this no gi, just put my forearm here and try to be as nice as possible with it if you're working out with your training partners. And what I'm really looking for is just this reaction. I'm looking for him to start trying to pull this off. Right? He doesn't like that pressure at all, so I want him to start pulling it off. And when he does, I'm gonna push this just a hair and get my chest behind it. Once I have my chest behind his arm here, I can use my body weight now. So now it's my body against his arm instead of my arm against his arm. Okay, once this is across, I'm gonna take this hand and I'm gonna dive it underneath and cup his arm here. What this does is two things. One, it starts to further isolate the arm I want to armbar, and two, it gives me room to bring this leg underneath. Okay, and there's a lot of pressure here on AK's chest, and there's also a lot of room for me to step around. Okay, so at this point I can let go of my grip on the collar, maybe post my hand on the mat for extra support. And look, because I have both of these arms like this, it's very hard for him to use this arm to protect the other. Okay, so as I pull these, I wanna make sure that I'm straightening out both arms, squeezing my legs together, and now from here, there's no defense there for him. Raise my hips and get the finish. If you like this tip, be sure to subscribe, like, and share our video. Also, if you wanted a free private session with me or one of our other coaches here at Blast Gym, be sure to like the link below.